To log in and access your member account, you will want to start on the VNA homepage. Head to the top and click Sign In. If you do not know your member credentials, please feel free to reach out to me, and I would be happy to help. When you log into your profile, the first page you are going to come to is what we call My Feed. This is where all of the relevant content is displayed for you as the member. In this section, you will see activity from your connections, which we'll talk about a little bit later, but a connection is like a friend or buddy that a member has made on the site. Your feed can consist of activity from your connections. So if your connection happens to post to a community blog or forum, that action is going to trickle into your member feed. Or if a connection happens to like a post or comment on a post, that activity is also going to be seen in your member feed. If, as a member, you belong to any groups on the site, group activity is going to trickle into this portion as well. And so you can see these are just some examples of different items that kind of appear in the feed. And so the feed is generated with lots of activity from the member community. You'll see there's some zones over here on the right-hand side. This top area is announcements, and this is reserved for VNA current announcements we'd like members to pay attention to. One thing that's going to automatically post as an announcement is your member renewal. To rotate through all the announcements, click Next. Below that is the member My Engagement meter. The purpose of this is to get to full engagement. This will kind of give you an idea of where you stand as far as your member engagement. And then you can see there's a little helpful hints here on how to increase this meter. The engagement meter tracks posting to the feed, commenting on an item in the feed, or liking or sharing an item in the feed. Really, just kind of interacting will help increase this engagement meter. And then below that is the leading contributors. This will give you an idea of where you rank as far as contributing to the activity going on in the online community. Let's go ahead and move over to the next item, My Profile. So this section is going to show you kind of what your profile looks like to other members who are viewing your profile. You can see also it's going to give you an idea of the completeness of your profile. When you navigate to My Profile, there are tabs at the top here. You can learn how to increase your scores by filling in some missing information. And your information is cut down into sections. As a member, you can actually click on the little edit icon there just to update your profile. Also, if we go to activity, there's another area where members can post just messages to the feeds for others to see. This section is going to show basically your activity. So if you ever need to go in and delete a post that you posted previously, you can. Now, you'll notice you cannot edit a post. If you need to edit a post, then you'll simply delete the post and re-add it with the changes. All right, then, after the About tab, we have the Photos tab. As a member, you have your own photo galleries. You can go in and create photo albums and upload your own personal photos to these albums. Anytime you do upload a photo to an album, that activity is going to show in other member news feeds. So other members will see that activity and they can comment. The last tab in the My Profile section is the More tab. In here are shortcuts to your blogs, files and links, and bookmarks. Members can have their own personal blogs and can also store files and links. Storing files and links allows you to post a list of files and links within your profile. Bookmarks are basically favorite pages that you favorited on the site. Any bookmark that you make on the site will appear here as well. Next, we have a built-in member directory. This is where you can go and search and find other members in the community. When I navigate here, I can do just a basic search or an advanced search. I can just do a keyword search. I can search by group. I can search by country, and I can search by location. If I click my advanced search here, I can also filter by member type. If I click continue, I also have some more search options. So you can use different criteria and different filters to kind of search and find members in the community. If you just want to see all active members, then you would just click the search button here. And this will give you a list of all active members. And then once I see the active members, I can easily access a member's profile just by clicking on the member's name. Next, we have messages. This feature allows you to send messages to one another, and those messages stay internal on the site and end up in this message inbox. So if I send a message to another member, they're going to get an email alert, letting them know that there's a new message waiting for them. You can see messages you've deleted and can create folders to organize your messages. Anytime you message another member, those messages are housed under this message area here. Connections we talked about just briefly, but a connection is basically a friend or a buddy that a member has made within the site. When you navigate to the Connections tab at the top here, you'll see My Connections listed on this page. And as you can see, I have 2 connections listed. I can sort through my connections by toggling up here and either hitting Uncategorized, Colleagues, Family, or Friends. But I'm going to go back to all connections at this time. Now, if I've sent a request out to people and want to see my pending requests, I would go up to the Manage Connections options. Once I open that, I'll be able to see everybody listed I have reached out to and potential members I can connect with. For my pending request, I can either cancel the request or I can send a reminder. And then if you scroll down below, you will see there are available connections that I can reach out to, and I can continue to build my connections list. If I wanted to go to my connections and see who they are members with, I can go to the Actions tab and click View Connections, which will bring up a list of their connections. Next, we have groups. And groups are basically many sites within the overall site where members of similar interests can get together to network and collaborate on a smaller level. In each group, there is a group blog, a group forum, group events, there's a group wall, and a group photo gallery along with group messaging. The group directory allows you to search for other members within the group. The group calendar will display group-specific events. The group blogs are used for more informational topics. And then you have group forums, which is used for ongoing discussions. Lastly, there's the group photo gallery, which houses the group's photos. If a member of your group posts, then that will show up in your member feed. Here you will see I am a member of the 12 chapter groups. I would highly recommend at least becoming a member of your chapter group to stay current on local information. On the right-hand side, you will see a list of available groups that you can join as a member. All the way to the right, you will see quick links. These are just kind of shortcuts to different pages or areas on the VNA website. We have a shortcut to the VNA homepage, the VNA community calendar, the latest news, the online store for continuing education, and donor opportunities. A couple other things to note in the upper right-hand corner. We have a search feature, and this is a keyword search. There's also this little bell, and this little bell is going to show notifications that you have. If a member has posted a new item to the news feed, that's going to show up here as an alert. It's going to show as a red alert, or if someone has liked one of your posts or commented on one of your posts or shared one of your posts, that will show up there as well. As a member, you're going to see little alerts, and this little bell is going to light up anytime new activity has occurred, specifically to your feed and content. All right, then we have this drop down here. And you can see there are some shortcuts to other features of the profile. We have the account and settings. If we look at this, this is going to pull up all the profile information and features that you have access to. You can go in and edit any of these fields. These little icons here. This is where you can choose which fields are going to be seen by other members and which fields are going to be private to you as the member. So anything that has a little lock here, you can go in and change the visibility of that field. And of course, any changes that are made, we just want to make sure that we save those changes. All right, let's go back to the top, account and settings, and let's go to informations and settings. This has a lot of great information and a lot of configuration options for you as the member. When you navigate here initially, you're going to see a list of preferences. And so these are all different emails that you can choose to turn off or on to receive. For example, do you want to get an email when a community event is added? Go ahead and click that to have it be turned on. Do you not want to receive an email when someone in your group updates their profile? Then you would turn that off. Anything that's checked off here is an email that you will receive as a member. Also, at the bottom, you can control your subscriptions to any of these options, and you can easily unsubscribe from here as well. The Forum Digest is a newsletter that as a member, you can set up to be sent out every day, which will only include information about new topics created within the forums you are subscribed to. The daily update provides you with a daily email update, and the weekly update will provide you with a weekly email update. You can also set up the time zone of when you want your newsletters to be sent. All right. Also, you can see which forums you are subscribed to, and you can also unsubscribe here as well. Same is true for your blog subscriptions. You can see your blog subscriptions and can unsubscribe from those blog subscriptions here. You can also refer a friend to become a member of the site. You can also manage your sign-on, which will allow you to use either your Facebook login or your LinkedIn login to log into your member account. This is a single sign-on you can use with your credentials from either Facebook or LinkedIn to actually log in to the VNA member site. Payments and history. This area is going to show the member invoices. If you've had any event registrations, which you can also print out. Your membership information, which will contain your membership expiration date, and any donation history. Also on the left-hand rail, we have content and features. This is where as a member, you can search openings, search resumes. You can also submit your resume and submit an opening. Pages is where you can create custom pages. You can also create your own personal blog, and you can also manage your photos. The ideas box is where you can view the ideas you've submitted. You can also share other networks and social media networks that you belong to. You can upload your resume, and you can keep track of your bookmarks that you've started on the site. Then just below that is professional development. This is where you can view all of your journal entries credits and CEUs that you've earned in any certifications you're working towards. All right. Also, in this drop down here are invoices. We were just in the account setting, but you'll see there's also a shortcut to view invoices here as well. And this is where you can sign out of your member account.